Alright, so this is going to be the reading for Capricorn. This is going to be for October 2021. And okay, so let's hop right into your reading. If you're not a Capricorn, that's okay. If it applies to you, it applies to you. Energy is fluid. It doesn't have labels, it doesn't have parameters. So if it fits for you, it fits for you regardless of anything else. And we're going to hop right into your reading. So we're going to pull a general spread here. I'll take those. I was just going to say I'll pull 2 for the past. That'll be for the past, because I don't want us to focus on the past too much. Now we're going to pull some for the present. If you'd like a personal reading, or if you're just curious about any of my other links, all of that will be in the description down below. Okay, so this is present. I'm going to turn the past over last, because it's the least important. Past is the past. Now we're going to pull some for future. And then we'll pull out... Okay, I was going to say, and then we'll pull our clarifiers. Alright, so yeah, now we're going to pull clarifiers. 2 for the past are the World and the 3 of Pentacles. Yep, that makes sense, because the World is a completion. Ow. Let me turn this over. That is a sand timer. So cool. I got that a little while ago. I love it. I mean, I'm streaming on a laptop. I could just do time that way, but that's no fun. Sand timer. Alright. Move these over a little bit. Cool. Okay. So, we'll pull Oracle in a minute. Alright, so in the past, yeah, like I was saying, with the World, that's a completion. So a cycle has closed out. It was a third-party cycle, okay? And third party, all that means is there are 3 major entities. Turn that off. 3 major entities involved in the situation. Maybe 2 are a person, the third is work, the third could be another person, it could be anything. So, with that, okay. Oh, okay, so whether it's you or the other person, there were 3 things going on here. It was, right, because it's a 3 of Pentacles, the 3 party. So, one person walked away because they were getting breadcrumbed, okay? So there was somebody in the situation getting breadcrumbed, there was somebody else in the situation overgiving, and there was another person in the situation that was more controlling and like manipulative, okay? So we're gonna get more into that in a minute, but whichever one of those applies to you, apply it. And there's something coming through, but I'm trying to piece it together. Alright, I'm seeing that the person that walked away was like the side chick or whatever. It's the best way I can put it right now. How it's in my head, I'm seeing 2 people that are dating and I'm seeing somebody else on the side. Alright, so, but the person on the side is actually who one of the people in the relationship wanted to be with, okay? So it's like they were dating somebody, but they wanted the person on the side, but they were already in a relationship, right? So if you're the side bitch, then rip, because that sucks. But no, all jokes aside, the person that was in a relationship, right? Because I'm going to say that you're the side person, okay? Because that's kind of how I'm seeing it. If you were the side person, or your person was the side person, whatever, apply it how it fits, it's general. But the person on the side had to walk away because they realized that they were only getting bits and pieces of this person because this person was already in a relationship, okay? And maybe you did know that, maybe you didn't know that, but regardless, You left that situation because it was just not correct, like not fulfilling, not healthy, not good for you, and not what you deserve, right? Now, your person here that we're going to read for, if they weren't officially in a relationship, there was somebody else involved, okay? So they felt very trapped and very blind and very defenseless. Like they really didn't know. Restricted is the word I want. They felt very restricted, all right? They didn't know what to do, so they were holding a lot back. And because of that, because nothing was moving with the world, like we said, that cycle completed, okay? So that was the past. Now we're going to move into the present here. It's interesting. Okay, this is interesting. The side bitch, right? I'm just gonna call you the side bitch because that's how I'm seeing it in my head. All right, it's just a joke, though. Don't take it too serious. The side bitch, if that's you or whatever or whoever, that person. I'm just gonna call it you so I can stick to one storyline. So if you were on the side, whether you knew that or not, you are now having these intuitive, whether it be visions, thoughts, feelings, promptings, whatever word you want to call it, you're getting these intuitive vibes that, for one, there was a major change in the dynamic of that person's relationship. Either it ended or something major is currently taking place, okay? But also, you're getting these thoughts. It's like I almost don't even want to say it because I would be like, what the fuck, too. You're getting these thoughts where you're supposed to be sending that person love, okay? And I know your first reaction might be, well, why would I keep sending them love if, I was just getting breadcrumbed in that situation? Well, it's not that you're physically going to them and sending them love or you're giving them attention, whatever, but they need your healing energy right now, okay? Not saying reach out to them or anything, because if they're still in an unhealthy situation, you don't want to be part of that. What I'm saying is send them energetic love, okay? And I know the ego can have problems with that because even my first reaction, used to be the same way. Like, I'm not going to do that. Like, for whatever happened in the past, why would I do that? But you really have to, kill off that ego for a minute and be like, look, if I was in that situation, I would wish that somebody was sending me energetic healing and love. Even if I did them wrong, it would help me a lot. And I'm sure they're sorry for what they did, right? Which we'll get to that in a minute. But you got to really put that ego aside for a minute and be like, do I really want to let this past ruin a great thing? Sure, things weren't ideal in the past. I can see a lot of, like chaos and a lot of shit was going on, but you don't want to let that ruin the current moment, because all we have is the present moment. That's why it's called the present, right? What's that saying? Yesterday was history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is the present. Or today is a gift, that's why it's called the present. I like that quote. So really, all that you have is today, right? So don't let the past keep affecting that, because that in turn will affect your future. So what I'm saying is just send them love, right? Send them healing energy, energetically, through your thoughts, through your third eye, through your emotions. It'll help them a lot, okay? Now, like I was saying, they are feeling a lot right now under the surface, okay? Because they have the moon, the Seven of Cups, and the High Priestess, and you also had the High Priestess. So they're picking up on what you're sending them intuitively, which is why I was just saying, make sure you're sending love and healing energy, because whatever energy you are projecting toward them, they are really receiving it, okay? So if you're projecting anger, hurt, betrayal, just ego in general, they're really absorbing that, and it's making it worse what they're dealing with. Did you see that? My laptop just like dimmed for a minute. Only on the recording part. That was interesting. So yeah, the little confirmation there, but they are really receiving that. Okay, it's making it worse. And as I said that, my screen got dark. I don't know if it happened on the stream or not. I'll check later, but that just happened on my laptop. So they really are in the dark right now. Okay, and they could really use your light. So they're also, not only are they suppressing and hiding a lot of their emotions from the people around them and trying to hide them from you, but they're also very confused emotionally. They don't know many things, right? That's why they're confused. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to feel. They don't know what to do about their situation, right? They're regretful about the past. They're missing you. It's like all of these things are going on. Like, it's sad, you know? It's not that they didn't want to. I'm shaking from the gym, by the way, if you see me shaking, but it's not that they didn't want to be with you in the past. It's just they were not in a position where they could be, you know? And I see that you guys already had some history too, before there was even romantic interest, so it's possible you guys knew each other before. But there is a plus. There's always a plus. I was gonna say this person's in a lot of dark right now, and you're picking up on that because you can feel this tower energy. So you may be feeling like randomly anxious. You could be having random. If you ever had a random panic attack, that is you picking up on someone else's energy. Because if you can't figure out why that's happening, it's not your energy. All right. That happens to me a lot. It used to freak me out in the beginning. Like, I remember a couple years ago, I was just chilling, right, doing whatever, and I had a really bad panic attack, and I was so confused why that just happened, and but I had such a bad feeling. Like, I reached out to every single person I could and was like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Something happened?" Everyone said no except for one person, um, and they didn't answer because it turns out that two of my friends got in a car accident that night and they died. So if you're ever having feelings like that, they mean something. Okay, it's not in your head. You're not crazy or anything like that. Your intuition is the strongest thing you have. All right, so you're gonna pick up on this energy. So if you're having random anxiety or depression or whatever, make sure you're clearing your energy because it's not coming from you, most likely. Okay, and especially as a reader, sometimes I get overcome with these crazy energies, and I have to go clear my energy. I have to go take a shower, go outside, go do something to fix my energy. All right, so make sure you do that. Now, past that, because that's very heavy energy, we do have, in the past, we had strength in a reference to them holding back. Okay, now we have strength again, but with the Queen of Wands and the Sun. So instead of holding back, now it's having the strength to pursue what you're genuinely passionate about, all right, and what makes you happy. So that's what this person's doing. They're no longer, I can't even talk. They are no longer holding back due to fear and indecision. They are now having the strength to passionately and courageously go after what genuinely makes them happy, all right, because they were not happy in the past. They were just committed to something or someone, but they weren't happy. So now they're going after what makes them happy, okay? And also in the past, we had the Six of Pentacles that we talked about. Now we have it in the present as well, okay? With the Wheel of Fortune and Temperance. So before, the Six of Pentacles in the past represented the breadcrumbing. Now, this Six of Pentacles with Temperance. Temperance is balance, okay? Wheel of Fortune, divine timing, fate, also cycles. So all of this is coming full circle, right? Presently, where now it's starting to balance out. There will be forgiveness and giving and receiving on both ends, and it's all part of divine timing, divine intervention, all right? That's the present energy. Now, moving down into the future energy, I like this too. This over here in the past, your person seems to be, or was in the past, a more dominantly masculine energy, okay? And you currently are dominantly feminine energy. And this is all regardless of gender, right? I say that every time. You can be a female and have mostly masculine energy. You can be a male and have feminine energy, okay? Doesn't matter. You are more so in feminine energy right now, all right? That's why your intuition is so strong. Now, your person is the masculine dominantly, at least currently, okay? Because for twin flames, you go back and forth. You're going to be in masculine energy for a while, and then you're going to switch to be the divine feminine. Divine feminine and divine masculine are the same thing, Okay, you may start your journey as the masculine and end it as the feminine, or you could start as the feminine and end as the masculine, because the point of the twin flame journey is to balance out your energies and become balanced in both so that you embody both. Okay, so in the future, this person is really stepping up into the positive masculine energy, which is the positive or balanced emperor. Okay, but the person that they were dealing with in the past is going to pop back up for them, whether that be literally in their life or just all the emotions and stuff are going to come back up. Either way, they're going to like shut that shit down, okay, in a good way, because now they're the balanced emperor. They went from this, the 8 of Swords, right? This is what they were in the past. Now they're the emperor. Okay, so look at the difference on these energies, right? Which one seems in control? Which one seems powerful? Which one seems like they're not going to put up with any bullshit? You know what I mean? So when this person from their past decides to come back, right? Now they're going to be doing this with the 10 of Swords. They're going to be making it very painfully obvious to this person that they are no longer interested. They don't want anything to do with it. This Knight of Wands is nothing to an Emperor. It's not even close. So that's good, okay? Now here you are. Queen of Pentacles is interchangeable with the Empress, okay? So you here are the Queen of Pentacles, or the Empress, whatever you want to call it. And you have Justice and the 9 of Cups, okay? So you are now putting your foot down and getting the justice you deserve about your emotional fulfillment, right? You're not going to settle for any less. And because of that, I love how this shit plays out. It's awesome. So because of that, we have Judgment, all right? Because you said that, and because you decided to do that, and now your partner as well, your twin flame, or your, soulmate, whichever it is for you, trust me, you'll know if it's a twin flame. Twin flames know they're twin flames because it's crazy. So anyway, with Judgment, this is a judgment call. This is like the consequence of your actions, whether that be good or bad. So this is obviously good. So like I said, but the 9 of Cups over here, you said how you wanted to be treated, and you will settle for nothing less than emotional fulfillment. You now have emotional fulfillment, which is the 10 of Cups, right? And the 9 of Wands here. This is the wounded warrior. So we're no longer, because of Judgment, we've said we're no longer going to be a victim, and we're not going to put up with anything that makes us feel defensive. We are only going to do what makes us happy, what makes us emotionally fulfilled, which is great, right? And then again here with Justice, and then we have the Page of Cups and the 10 of Wands. So remember, Justice was you putting your foot down. This is speaking your truth and being that authoritative, mediator. Yeah, mediator. It's being a mediator. It's being a judiciary. It's being, you're in charge, right? You're making the decisions. That's what this is, okay? And then the 10 of Wands, this is dropping all those burdens, okay, that you've been carrying, the both of you, through this connection. And then here, with the Page of Cups, this is a brand new start in love. It's small. It's going to start small, right? Because you have to rebuild. But it's gonna grow into a very beautiful thing, okay? All right, let's pull some Oracle. 1, 2, and 3. We'll do this one. All right, so let me do this. We'll pull this one first, this one second, and that one last. This is the Psychic Oracle. That's actually your card, Capricorn. This is the Devil in the Tarot, and in this deck it's called Temptation. Alright, so that's reference for you. We have emotional loss. I'm going to pull a little more. Rejoice in celebration. Isn't that refreshing? And then we have financial and material changes. Okay. Whoa. Alright, yeah, so like I said, this temptation here is talking about in the future when this person, the past person, comes back into the masculine's reality one way or another. They're going to shut that shit down, alright? It's temptation. It's toxic. Toxic is temptation, okay? So that's what karmic relationships are. They are very tempting, but they're not healthy, okay? Like whether you're sexually tempted, emotionally tempted, intellectually tempted, which a lot of people can overlook that one, myself included, because maybe there's somebody that, you have a great intellectual connection with, but in all other areas they treat you like shit. That's still a temptation, right? That's still karmic. It's not balanced, it's not healthy. So just keep that in mind. And then with rejoice and celebration, this is refreshing, right? Because it came out over here with the Three of Pentacles in the past, which was about the three-party situation. But now, with three people, rejoice and celebration, this is like a party or like a gathering, get-together, potluck, I think is like a party. Whatever it is, whatever it is for you, you're going to have fun. It's just going to be, life is starting to lighten up, okay? Because it's been very heavy. Emotional loss, like I said, this person is having a lot of emotions and feelings regarding the situation. They're really feeling they're missing you, okay? And I know that it's mutual both ways. Financial and material changes. Okay, two things. One, you're elevating in those areas, financially and materially. But two, this person in the past, or you, whichever one was in the relationship, right? It's possible they lived together, or you lived together, or however it fits, right? It's a general reading. If one of them lived with that person, it's going to really uproot the life to leave that, right? Because now let's say maybe they got to move back home, or it's hard for them to get a place on their own, or what, they don't like living alone, whatever it is, right? It's going to cause changes financially and materially, all right? But more importantly, it's about elevation in those two areas. So let's pull, this is the Moonology Oracle. Let's pull a few of these. Because especially with the High Priestess coming out twice, that's a lot of intuition, and the moon itself, that card came out up here. So it's a lot of moon energy here, which is good. So the moon cycles are going to be very important. New moon in Libra. A new romantic cycle begins. Cardinal moon. Capricorn is a cardinal sign. Okay, so again, more confirmation there. It says, be bold and make the first move. So the Capricorn here, whoever's a Capricorn, be bold and make the first move, okay? Because it's calling you out directly with the cardinal moon. So Capricorn, it's your job to make the first move, okay? Now, it doesn't have to be literally. It could just be intuitively and, sending that energy like we talked about. It's going to depend on the situation, okay? But, like, let's say, for example, you were not the one in the relationship. You were the one pursuing somebody that was in a relationship, whether you knew that or not. Even though that person didn't treat you that great, if they have genuinely changed, there's nothing wrong with you approaching them now, okay? Your ego may not like that, but if they're genuinely in a healthy energy and they also want to reconcile with you, who cares who reaches out first? You know what I mean? And I know it's going to be the battle of the wills and the ego of, like, I'm not going to reach out, they're going to do it for me. That's not healthy, okay? That's just, it's ego versus ego. Nobody's ever going to win. If you truly want to be with this person, just reach out. You know what I mean? And if you were the person in the relationship, don't be afraid to reach out, okay? Because, yeah, you may have messed up in the past, but now you're making that right, Past is the past. I can't stress that enough. Don't live in the past. Okay, so that's a lot of cards. Well, I'm just going to look at this one. So we have New Moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. That's what I just said. Like I said, do it. All right? Be confident. Just do it, man. Stressing me out. Not really. But yeah, man, just do it. Like, and trust me, I am just like, I say that, right? And then if I have to take my own advice, I'm like, well, we'll see. Because it's easy to say that shit, right? But doing it is another thing, and I know that. So I'm playing with you, like, just go out and do it. But I know it's a lot more complicated than that. It shouldn't be, but it feels like it. I should say it's really not complicated, but it feels like it is, right? But if you just do it, like, that's what I've been doing lately. Like, I just said fuck it, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm doing this, and I'm not going to overthink it, because I overthink everything. And I know Capricorns do too, so get out of your head, stop overthinking, go go smoke a blunt or something because it helps you stop overthinking and just do it. Okay? Take some mushrooms because that'll really put your shit in perspective and just go do it. All right? So I'm gonna pull one more, and then we're gonna end this reading. So let's see. You know, like wasn't it Shia LaBeouf that was like, just do it, or something like that? That's what popped into my head. All right, one more. We have disseminating moon. Take time to breathe out. Okay, that's actually a word I don't know what that means. I'm gonna ask my phone. That's crazy that I don't know what a word means. I'm very articulate. Disseminating definition. Oh, spread something, especially information, widely. Or, for medicine, spread throughout an organ or the body. Huh. Wow, it's weird I never know a word. Okay, well, yeah, so take time to breathe out. Take time to really care for yourself, okay? Especially physically, like I said, throughout your whole body, but also energetically, okay? Spread something, all right? And, yeah, oh, I was going to pull a couple of these, though. I'll do that real quick. This is an emotion deck. Okay. We have trickery. Alrighty. We have despondence. And self-worth. And then I'll pull one more. Growth. Okay. Yeah, so trickery is revolving that person from the past, whether it be yours or theirs. That was the Knight of Wands over here, right? That came out as the temptation. Whoever that is here, trickery, alright? They are really not in a healthy energy. And self-worth, remember, you're tempted to something because it's a wound. When you heal that wound, you're no longer attracted or tempted by those things, okay? Temptation will always be there because we have many wounds since we're human. But I'm saying for that person, there's a particular wound that needs to be healed that's causing you to feel tempted to be drawn back into that situation, okay? Growth, you are going to grow out of that, all right? All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. Oh yeah, we had despondence in the middle here. Oh, it's this picture of the world also growing flowers. I don't know what kind of flower that is, but again, another another reference to growth. Oh, look, the Empress, fertility. So there's the Empress popping out. I wasn't even going to take that, but I guess we will, right? All right, now I'm actually going to leave it there because I'll pull cards all day. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much, guys, and have a wonderful night.